weather.
It is a first alert weather day, all because of the wind. Top right corner is our sunset camera. You can see the palm trees shaking. Temperatures running in the mid-70s. This will be the warmest day we see for a few days. All this wind is a sign of some cooler air coming in. So right now, sustained wind up in that 20 to 30 range with wind gusts pushing 40 plus, and I do anticipate these winds to get a bit stronger as we head through the rest of this afternoon into the early evening tonight. So we are under a high wind warning for the Las Vegas Valley, the Pahrump Valley, Sandy Valley, and a warning is a notch up from the wind advisory that we see quite a bit throughout the year. A warning means you can see some isolated damage, blowing dust, which we're already seeing out there this afternoon, and also a power outage or two not out of the question either. So all things to be mindful of for the rest of today. High end wind gusts 55 to 65. And then those neighborhoods in our viewing area outside of the wind warning, it's a wind advisory with gusts up to 50 toward Mesquite, down to Laughlin and into Southern California. First alert weather headlines. We're in the thick of the wind this afternoon and early evening, looking at some of the stronger wind through 8 p.m. this evening. And then as we head into tomorrow and the middle of the week, we've got a slight shower chance Tuesday, Wednesday. Not much rain coming in here. We're talking a few isolated sprinkles, if anything. But the cooler air you will be feeling, highs falling back into the 60s for the middle part of the week. Now, not everybody is looking at those wind gusts up to 65, but there are some specific areas we're going to be watching closely this afternoon. Meteorologist Kendall Kim diving into future track on the timing and locations where some of the strongest wind is focused. Kendall?
Hey there, Sam. Yeah, so picking up this afternoon, headed into this evening and tonight as well, with a downslope wind coming into Summerlin. As you can see, 60-mile-per-hour wind readings. There's the top end of that high wind warning. And this is a south to southwest winds. So we're looking at you south to southwest end of the Las Vegas Valley with those 50 to 60-mile-per-hour gusts headed into later tonight, as Sam just detailed, between 8 and 9 p.m. tonight. As we turn the page towards early tomorrow morning, that high wind warning will be allowed to expire. And look at that, as you're stepping out the door, a lot more manageable into the low teens. We'll see the breeze pick back up tomorrow morning, afternoon to evening as we head back on over to Chief Meteorologist Sam Argier. Yeah, a 20 to 30-mile-per-hour peak gust, Sam, a lot more manageable than those 30, 40, 50, and nearly 60-mile-per-hour wind readings as we're looking ahead towards those next few hours in view.
Yeah, absolutely. Strongest by far this afternoon and evening, but that north wind, Kendall, will be a cooler wind, so that is going to bring the temperatures down. I want to show you what's driving this weather pattern. We head off the Pacific Ocean, out in the Pacific Ocean. We've got some showers to the north of us, and you can see this spin right here. That's the low. That's going to move right on top of us here for the middle of the week, so you can clearly see why we're cooling off. We'll be seeing some colder air through the middle of the week, and with that area of low pressure right on top of us, that's going to bring that slight shower chance Tuesday and on Wednesday. So again, not as strong in the wind department the next couple days, but we'll keep that north breeze going into the weekend. A little breezy at times Friday, Saturday, but no first alert weather days for the rest of the week or next week at this point. Today, definitely the most active of the weather this week. Next week, right now, hinting at some warmer weather. Some of the longer range data hinting at actually some potential 90s next week. So we've got the cool air this week. Next week, moving in a warmer direction. That is spring in southern Nevada. Coolest day on Wednesday at 61 with that breeze and that isolated shower chance. Into the weekend, we do warm back up, back in the mid to low 70s for Saturday and Sunday, with that breeze staying with us as we head into the start of the weekend. Fox 5 News will be back right after the break.